In WWE, some rivalries are born from betrayal, others from ambition. But Carmelo Hayes versus Kit Wilson? This war came from deep words, raw anger, and something no one saw coming. Hayes, a rising star, charismatic and bold. Kit Wilson, fierce, outspoken, and unafraid to call out what he thinks is wrong. When Wilson accused Hayes of toxic masculinity, he didn't just insult him, he struck at his soul. And the result? A brutal war, culminating in shocking moments that none of us will forget. The story really began backstage, not in the ring. According to WWE's own coverage, Kit Wilson publicly accused Carmelo Hayes of toxic masculinity. WWE. These weren't casual insults, they were a direct attack on Hayes' character, his values, and how he carried himself in WWE. Wilson's words were meant to provoke. He said things that cut deep, forcing Hayes to respond. For Hayes, this wasn't just another feud, this was personal. When Hayes returned to SmackDown, the tension was thick in the air. Fans could feel it. They knew something big was coming on November 15, 2025. In a WWE main event showdown, Hayes and Wilson finally collided. WWE. This wasn't just a match, it was a battlefield. From the bell, Wilson attacked with ferocity. Forearms, back elbows, and relentless aggression. He clawed at Hayes, he struck hard, showing he meant business. Hayes, on the other hand, answered back with his signature fight. He landed a springboard clothesline, powerful strikes, and refused to stay down. Wrestling news and results. Just when it looked like Wilson might steal a win, The Miz appeared out of nowhere. Miz threw Hayes into the ring post, turning the momentum. Chaos erupted. But Hayes wasn't finished. He hit the first 48, a devastating codebreaker, and pinned Wilson to win. The crowd erupted. But the war wasn't over. Just as Hayes celebrated, The Miz struck again, delivering a skull-crushing finale on him, right in the middle of the ring. Miz screamed, "It's not over until I say it's over." This shocking betrayal turned the celebration into carnage. But why did Miz do this? Because this war had deeper roots. Wilson's attack, things Hayes had built, and alliances that were more fragile than they appeared. Wilson's anger wasn't random. It came from a place of real frustration. He accused Hayes of being too polished, too confident, living in a world where everyone praises him, but no one challenges his real self. That toxic masculinity comment? It was Wilson's way of saying, "I refuse to stand in your shadow." He wanted to break Hayes' ego. He wanted to expose him. For Hayes, this cut deep. He's not just a wrestler, he's a symbol of ambition, of proving yourself. When Wilson attacked him verbally, he didn't just challenge his wrestling skills, he challenged his identity. This match wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. Hayes won, but he's hurt, both physically and emotionally. Wilson, despite the loss, proved he can get under Hayes' skin. And Miz? His attack shows this is not just about one match. It's about power, control, and revenge. If this rivalry continues, we are heading for something bigger. Betrayal, alliances shifting, possibly a larger war that could define both men's careers. Carmelo Hayes versus Kit Wilson is not just another WWE feud. It's a war of values, identity, and respect. Wilson called out Hayes' character. Hayes answered with everything he had. But in WWE, when you fight your own kind of war, things get messy. This rivalry is more than just matches. It's a clash of what these men believe. And the truth behind it all is not over. Fire hit like if you think Hayes and Wilson will fight again. Speech balloon comment below. Who do you side with? Team Hayes or Team Wilson? Bell subscribe for more WWE breakdowns, backstage drama, and real war stories.